We love that we get to be a part of the team at Elevate Him and do what we know God has asked us, designed us for, and anointed us to do as a part of the team for Fully Connected. We want more than anything for every couple who encounters this ministry to have an experience. We are asking God for the hungry and for the willing.
And our heart is just to take folks that want that next step, that are hungry and are willing. And it's a mutual thing. Is when we're both mutual, then we can take that next step.
So we execute the vision for Fully Connected through a couple of different avenues. The first one being the book or resource that we've written. It is a great opportunity for couples to dive into the truth, to ask hard questions, to have conversations, to lean into God and each other in the context of community. This resource can be used in church groups, in small groups in your homes, in neighborhood groups, and in one-on-one mentoring or couples who are just friends who want to grow deeper. We also do conferences, which are a large experience where we equip you with tools so that you can take the next step towards God and each other. And our most recent endeavor is our Fully Connected retreats, where we take just a small number of couples away for a weekend to spend time together, to dive into practicing all the things that we tell you are really good ideas for marriage, but we actually give you the grace and the space to practice them. You spend time alone with God, you spend time one-on-one with your spouse, you spend time in the context of community with other couples moving in the same direction, all for the sake of learning what it looks like to love and live fully connected to God and each other.
And that's a lot. But really the vision of this is so that we can dream together. Because when we first started this, whether you dated for a long time or a short time, it was all about a dream together, and you laughed and you loved. And it was about moving forward. What's the next step? What's the next date? But our vision here is to take all of this, set up a safe platform, and have you moving to the next direction.
We've seen God work and move in couples, whether they've been married a few years or 30+ years. We know that when we ready our hearts, when we set the stage, God invites us into this journey with Him, this journey that He has cultivated for man and woman since the beginning of time. We were a part of God's big picture, God's plan, and God's vision. And it's not just for us. So whether you've been married a few years or a few decades, we know that God has something in store for you, for your marriage, and for your legacy. And as we continue to take the next step towards God and each other, we know that it's about more than just us.
Whether it's our marriage, our relationships, our heart is to impact your legacy. And the people that you're in contact with is your legacy. So many times we think it's just our kids, but it's really the people that we come in contact. So we want to help you grow your legacy.
So here it is. Whether you are in a great marriage, you're in a struggling marriage, you are in a thriving marriage, you're just in a place where you want more and you don't know how to get there, you're invited to be a part, because all of us have another step we can take towards God and each other. We want you to have everything that you need to love and live fully connected to God and each other.
And when we can dream together and move forward, and you may be sitting there saying, that's not for me, but think about the kids. That it's a part of your legacy. So we want to impact the legacy of your family.
So we're inviting you to be a part of all that God is doing. We want you to experience all that God has for you. And at Elevate Him, our prayer is not just for freedom for an individual, but freedom for couples and marriages for the sake of your legacy.